over the last several years, really, I've done quite a lot of self-work and just work in creating the life that I want to live and understanding, as best that I can within my given capacity, like who am I, and what does that mean, and what do I want with this life? Like, what is life for me? You know what I mean? And
I
just
know.
getting outside of me.
I know exactly what you mean, and once you're on that path, the only thing you really need is more of the same. More openness, more expansion, more realization, more understanding. More knowledge.
Right.
So, but that point of view assumes a progression, a learning and a becoming, and while that's relatively true, it's not absolutely true. Because the absolute, which is the actual truth of you, that gives all the space and time and relevance for material reality to exist in, but it's superior to it, and your consciousness there is superior to the consciousness that you've been able to embody so far. And so if you can take a look at that body of yours from a remote point of view, 1,000 miles or from the moon or something like that, just where, it's down there somewhere on that little ball of blue light. Now from that, knowing that there's a connection to a body down there, how free can you be with your self-awareness, when you're detached from the body? How much of your eternal nature, can you come into a realization of it, an experience of it? So it's your decision to come in to your body from a higher state of consciousness that's actually the transformational, transmutational shift. You've got that temporal world of learning and becoming and expanding.
Right.
And then you've got the eternal world of it's always heaven for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so as that creator consciousness, looking down at that little body down there that you're moving as on earth. Why at that level of consciousness? How much do you want to be present here of your truth, and know that and hold it and come into your body, bringing it with you as you, and stay there and let everything else harmonize with your state of superconsciousness or awakening or realization. Never give that up for so that you can duplicate somebody else that's unconscious.
Right.
So what I've been describing is an experiential question. Would you say yes and willingly receive that highest wish that you have for yourself? If it was here right now, could you allow yourself to have that right now? And so do your best to try to say yes, because you're saying no, or you wouldn't be where you are. You'd be in the eternal within the physical instead of the eternal as the physical. So yeah, it's time for us to be at home in our bodies divinely.
Right. The mirror.
And so yeah, no plan for it, just an openness to a willingness to experience what that is. Consider that. And to the best of your ability, be willing to experience that. Let it happen to you. So I would propose that it's almost that easy.
Yes.
It's not easy to do what you don't have any example to you of being done. To you it feels like a brand new territory, a forbidden way of being here. One that isn't limited by the collective human consciousness. One that's free to be their eternal essence, as what they know themselves as, instead of the story of the body. Yeah, feel where you've got some room to relax into that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, feel that. Feel that area that you've never really been fully present in. And come in clean and clear and in your power. And your knowing, and your loving and grateful to be here and to be you. Yeah, grateful to be the life that you are. Yeah, I've got some room myself on how I have that experience is what's real for me. I can get a sense. I can get a sense of that. But can I live here as who I've been, as a free being now? That's a big question. And the answer is a paradox, of course. It's obviously no, you can't be free. And the other one is, obviously, it's only you that says it's so. So there's your paradox.
Right.
You're the victim of yourself. Not anybody else. If you hadn't lost your way and plunged to earth and went unconscious eternally, all of your senses were through the feelings of the body, I think right now is a pretty good time for us both to consider if we'll make another good effort to say yes to the truth. To the truth being free in us. Isn't that the point? Let the truth be free in you. Whew, don't hold it back. Don't contextualize it. Don't even channel it, just be it. So I appreciate you letting me talk to you like this. I know it would be a little absurd to somebody that's not been on the path for a long time. But, you know, that's who I like to talk to, is people who've been on their path and they're having success, and they don't realize how limited they are by their success, you know, and their comfort, how much that holds them back. You know, that trauma, that pain, that sorrow, that terror, man, that'll keep you on point searching for the truth for sure. You know, it's what I've used, and I hate it. I want the easy way now. I want the graceful way.
Right.
I want the natural unfolding, the 1,000-petal lotus just opening in complete synchronicity with the universe. With everything around you. 1,000 parts moving separately, and yet in unison. Towards the full unfolding and revelation to yourself of what your next possibility is for you in life, what door has been opened to you. How you can quickly and easily make a shift into being simply by owning more of your truth as your experience of who you are. You know, coming into the body with that greater truth that sets it free. All those things that impinge on the body are set free when divine realization takes residence in the body. You know, the lies burn off, and the unconsciousness, you know, fades away. So I'm only saying this not to teach you or instruct you or anything other than to consider what I'm saying is, you know, potentially real, and if you feel like it might be, and you'd be willing to test it on yourself by saying yes to yourself instead of no.
Amen to that.
In regards to your inhabiting this temporary life,
Right.
in this temporary world. And you come here eternally aware rather than situationally and contextually aware. That way you're just bringing more of your truth in. You're not trying to ascend or transcend or transmute. Everything will change that needs to be changed when you come in here as a more real version of yourself. Each step to where you unfold another layer of beautiful truth and beautiful attributes that then start moving as you know, where your movements are graceful and they're grateful and they're inspiring. They're kind of a sublime, graceful flow. At least that's how it seems to me. So I just invite you, you know, because we don't know each other and we've never talked before and we may never talk again. But, you know, the one thing that I would like to say is the choice is yours, and the choice is now, and in every new now, of course, too. But be comfortable with being the real you here. Get real comfortable with that and let it happen. The real you that moves through time and space, through dimensions, through realities, through different bodies. Okay? The real you awakened within your body. You know, that's the divine purpose now. To come here and be embodied freely, without limitations on consciousness and self-awareness and understanding. You know, everybody conscious enough that they don't need ideas and belief systems. Yeah, no ism to follow. No school to learn from. Just the glorious experience of a reality awakened into its divine freedom, where each aspect of creation is in a divine celebration of life. Even if their life is a table and chairs, you know, it's still that for that. Everyone wakes up and everyone's free, and it begins, I'm afraid to say, with you. It's a big responsibility to be the truth when you see nothing but lies around you, but give it a try. It's not so bad, from what I hear. It's not so bad to be the one that ends up inspiring everybody else to awaken to their own truth. I suspect that's why you're here. That you already know that.
Well, it's nice to be reminded.
Yeah. Well, any other questions?
I feel like you're speaking right to my soul. Actually, I'm very appreciative of this phone call. I, of course, was not sure what to expect.
Well, you know, how could you expect this? You know, I don't expect anyone to expect this. You know, it's the time that when you said universe, God, Goddess, whatever it is that's out there that knows what I don't know. Can you let me know when it's time for me to be true to myself again? Yeah, it's time. It's time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let it happen. It's all it takes. You only have to allow it to happen to you. It's really simple. It's really easy. Let the divine envelop your body. Feel it on all sides of you. And feel it inside your body, inside each of your subtle bodies. You know, because the divine is what gives place for all manifestation to occur in, and is within every atom of creation, including all the atoms that make up your body. So it's already there. It's already real. Always has been, always will be. What do you open to experiencing? How much truth are you willing to experience as your next step, as your next foundational level of reality here? How much? Open up to that and let it happen. Just say, okay, I'm ready. Let's do it right now. Accept your next chosen step for yourself as one that you just took, and now you're experiencing the results of. How reality begins to reconfigure itself around the new you, so that it reflects the new you properly, because The old you's gone because of what you left behind in the realm of thoughts, ideas, and beliefs. Yeah, the more you let that behind, the freer you are in this moment.
Right.
So it's a nice way to spend the moment.
Oh.
Yeah. Take those moments whenever you need them for something that's transcendent to love on you for a while. Until you remember your own truth and embody it and move as it. It's a pretty simple action list and goal set. Not a lot to it. Except for letting it happen. The impossible thing, to say yes to. The truth. Especially if it's the truth that sets you free, instead of some leader, someone worthy, You know how unworthy you are. Why would you ever allow the best thing that happens to a body to happen to you with all this unworthiness you're carrying around? I don't know why I'm saying that, but let's look at where those words came from. What intention did those words have for you? Was it to condemn you or criticize you? Or was it to get you to expand out with your awareness and your energy what your true limitations, where they truly are? And how the more that you open and the more that you expand, the more you can't find the limits of the truth of yourself. And at some point, you embody enough of it that your body changes. And then, whatever it is, the temple's been cleansed enough, that you can come in, that you can come into your body consciously and stay conscious. Not get knocked over by animal emotions. Where there's always a divine check on the wild beasts, so to speak. So that you behave yourself, because you're awakening into your power too. And if there's a part of you that feels like every time you've had power, you've abused it, and you need to protect the rest of the universe from yourself when there's a possibility of you being at power, so you say no now forever. And that time has come to an end, forever ended. Forever has come to an end in the now. So everything that you promised and pleaded and guaranteed and owed and obligated, and all of that in the reverse for you, anybody that owed you in any way. Time's come to let all of that go. In this moment, everybody's free. Beginning with you, within your experience of yourself. The essence of your eternal nature is your self-awareness. No more fighting through personalities and identities, belief systems, patterns of thought, rules and regulations, laws and oaths and promises. Yeah, it's time. It's time. So, anything else that would be interesting to talk about?
I think probably anything we talk about would be interesting if I'm being totally honest with you.
Well, I think it probably would be, because once I get in the mood or the mode, you can ask me about anything.
I think I feel very complete right now with this conversation, and just to integrate, there's so many things you said that was like a remembrance, either from myself or from something else, and I think that is a really beautiful thing. You're right, with the trauma can keep you so focused, and then the success, and in times it's a different type of being stuck in the body, and I think that's something I've almost just forgotten at recent,
Yes.
It's the things, right? Life gets busy and this happens and whatever, and then you blink, and so I appreciate you for helping me blink and come back into myself. I feel very magnetized in this moment, and I'm very grateful.
Well, you are very welcome. It's a pleasure to talk to somebody that understands what I'm saying.
Amen to that. Truly.
Yeah.